Greetings, my name is Louis Lopez. I'm the Development Services Director for the City of Coachella. I'm in charge of the Development Services Department, which includes planning, building, and code enforcement. For planning, the city regulates applications for planning approval and for planning commission approval. For the building department, we issue building permits and schedule appointments for construction. And for code enforcement, we issue special event permits, yard sale permits, and regulate nuisance violations. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we are relaxing our standards. If there is a hardship for any resident or business owner, the building permits, for example, they're normally valid for 6 months, and you have to call for inspection every 6 months. If you are experiencing a hardship due to the pandemic, we would relax that standard and work with you. Additionally, we have suspended the special event permits. We have suspended the yard sale permits, and we have temporarily suspended the abandoned property inspections for utility turn-ons. I wanted to talk a little bit about obtaining a building permit during this time. The city staff is working partly at home, partly in the office, but we are closed to the public at the permit center. We are available by appointment only. If you navigate to the city website, coachella.org, and you get the pull down tab for departments and go to development services, you will find instructions there on how to download an application for planning approval, an application for building permit, and an application for pre-application review. Those are the main applications that we use. The staff will guide you through correspondence. We've done most of our business through email, telephone, and then by appointment. When you come in and pay for the permit, get your inspection card, your approved plans. We can even deliver the plans for you on the first week that the plans are approved. All the building inspections are scheduled through the normal procedure, so you call 24 hours ahead of time. If you call by Thursday at 6 p.m., then the inspection is for Monday, the following day. The staff is available by email. We have 2 technicians. The building permits technician is Yesenia Becerro. You can email her at ybecero@coachella.org. That's Yo-Yo, Bob, Esther, Charlie, Esther, Randy, Ivy, Larry at coachella.org. Or for planning permits, you can email or call Rosa Montoya, and her email is rmontoya@coachella.org. That's Randy, Michael, Oscar, Nancy, Timothy, Oscar, Yo-Yo, Anthony at coachella.org. All of that information is on the department webpage as well. On the next slide of the presentation, I wanted to talk a little bit about cannabis dispensaries. As you know, the City of Coachella does have 2 licensed dispensaries. They are allowed under state regulations to stay open. However, they have to observe social distancing. Persons that go into the retail store have to wear a mask. All cannabis dispensaries are allowed to continue delivering cannabis products to your home if you live in the city or outside of the city limits. The next slide, slide 53, talks about requesting relief from state regulations under the Bureau of Cannabis Control. So this applies to all of the cannabis licensees in the city, including manufacturers, distributors, and cultivators that are experiencing any hardship with respect to COVID-19. There is a section in the BCC regulations, section 5038, that allows for relief during any disaster, and it can be a natural disaster. In this case, The pandemic has qualified as a disaster. So if you are experiencing any hardship because of that, if you are unable to stay open temporarily, or if you are unable to comply with any of the BCC, these are the state licensing regulations, you can download an application and then request relief, and the state staff will consider that information and grant you additional time or other solutions. The reason the city is concerned about this is that we want to know if you have applied for any disaster relief through the BCC, so that the city can relax its own annual licensing requirements, and we want to be able to delay or toll the time during the pandemic if you are experiencing any hardship. That concludes my portion of the presentation. Following my slides is a directory of all the city departments with telephone numbers and a contact where you can call and make an appointment. Thank you for your attention.